Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you have some of my October unboxings. I have decided to put out smaller unboxing videos throughout the month. So when I get a bunch together, like of my smaller ones that are not like full book box books, I think I have only one of those left. But I'm going to put several of those together to put it out, shorter videos. Probably the only one that's going to be a standalone is Fairy Loot. That aside, housekeeping aside, I have the first of those today. And yes, you do see me wearing a shirt with a map on it. I teach geography, add online. My coffee and book club. I've had good success, but I haven't read a lot of them. But I have loved one of them. No, loved two of them. Over the Woodward Wall and Echo Wife. And I've enjoyed A Brightness Long Ago. So far, they're doing pretty good. One of them I haven't read either. And I probably won't because that was the War of the Worlds, the classic. And I've already read that, so I'm not going to read that particular version of it, but I really enjoyed it. As to the coffee from last month, I didn't end up drinking it. I drank one. It's flavored coffee. I don't tend to like flavored coffee. Something about the chemicalness of the flavor just doesn't do it for me. So I didn't end up drinking that. It's still sitting on my counter. I don't know what I'll end up doing with it, but I'm quite relieved that this is one of the ones that they have had before, I believe, and that I really enjoyed. It's not flavored. It is from Brazil, and it is cocoa and walnut roasting notes, so I'm really excited about that. And let's get into it. Let's see what the books are this month. Oh, hallelujah, there's no weird lollipop or other extraneous candy in here. Okay, I don't think I've heard of either of these books, but again, they have one paperback and one hardback. Last month, they also had one paperback and one hardback, and this month they have the same. Previously, they've had two hardbacks. So first off, we have the Silver Star. Interesting. This looks like it's going to be urban fantasy, but I don't get that from this. But it's based between Wiccan and Christianity. The back of it mentions the fortress city of Boulder, Colorado. So this must be dystopian almost. So this seems really intriguing. I'm really intrigued by this. And next we have A Trick of Light, co-authored by the Stan Lee. May he rest in peace. And Kat Rosenfield. It seems very modern and a lot of tech stuff. I don't know if there's any urban fantasy involved or sci-fi or anything like that. But color me really intrigued because I really like Marvel. So we shall see if his creative genius flows over to this actual novel instead of comic book form. Okay, so today we have two more single box or single book unboxings. And before I begin that, I do want to allocate two of my tokens that I earned for that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link that either in the cards or down below. My book buying bingo. I'm a little unsure of what is going to happen with that. And I should say, those are the two for my coffee and book club. So we have two more single ones. I have two left. We shall see if this actually ends up working out. And of course, I forgot to go ahead and pre-split this. So the first one that I'm going to do is my comics subscription. They do double box these. There's the USPS and then there's an individual box inside. The USPS box, inside box. I'm actually pretty excited about this because this is the first bind up of a comic series that I've gotten, like a traditional type comics, and that is Impossible Jones. It, I think, has 4 issues in this volume, so I'm excited to get to it. The other box is Book of the Month. And I finally did get to the point where I can get add-ons at a cheaper price. So I'm not going to be keeping this bookmark, but I'm finally to that point. So I might be getting more in future books. I actually debated about 2 books, and if I'd had the cheaper add-on price, I would have gotten one of the other ones. But I've noticed that a lot of my books and reading is very American-centric and Western-centric, so I do want to branch out in that, which is why I ended up choosing this one. So we have As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. This is a debut novel by a Syrian-Canadian author, and it is set during the time of the Syrian Civil War. So I am actually really excited to get to this. So far, I think I've had different genres for every one of the books that I have chosen. And under the dust jacket, I do like the coloring, and we've got this right here. And it does have the date on here, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so with that, I'm going to wrap up this first part of the unboxings. I was expecting my Goldsboro subscription and was planning to include that as well in this, but I discovered that after having to replace my credit card because my old number was hacked, they never notified me that I had to update my credit card with them. So that's coming out a little bit later. So in this unboxing, we had several of my single and or quote unquote double unboxings with my coffee and book club, with book of the month, and with ones that I'm probably forgetting because I'm filming this wrap up outro after several days, week or so after I filmed the other unboxings. So we'll see if editing Jenny can put this all together in some semblance of order. And thanks so much for watching. In the next part of the unboxings, you will have hopefully Goldsboro, Illumicrate, and I have successfully switched to the book only for that, and Fairy Loot. So thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.